Hi, everyone. Wow, what a difference a year makes, especially when things are moving at the speed of AI. Honored to just have a couple minutes at the start of this event. And for those who I haven't met yet, my name is Parisa. I am the Vice President and General Manager for Chrome and the web ecosystem at Google. Many, many decades ago, I got into coding and computer science on the web, taught myself basics of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, hacked together websites, eventually apps, got apps hacked, and then learned about cybersecurity. But the web holds a really special place in my heart because for me, it was gateway drug, or gateway platform, we'll say, to computing, and really just gave me this early experience and confidence that I could pursue a career in engineering. And I'm so inspired and just appreciative of everybody here and all of the work that you do to advance the web as a platform. Thank you for carving out time in your really busy schedules and days to come out and be a part of this event, because like the greatness of this event really is the community and the connections and coming out together. So big main takeaway is just thanks for making the time. The web has, for so long now been this canvas of creation and connection and collaboration, and it's increasingly driven by all of the frameworks and APIs that I know are contributed to by so many members of this community. We are now living and building and working in really interesting times. It's a renaissance of the web. And I know it's all of you that are leading the way and leading through this moment of change and disruption. I think we're all sort of seeing so many of the tools and techniques of development are fundamentally changing. Whether you call it vibe coding or AI assistance, I think that the emergence of AI tools are really just evolving so fast. And to me, it's incredibly cool to see how somebody with no computer science background, whether they're 10 years old or 60 years old, can just via natural language really prototype and build something. And I think it's clear that software engineering and building and creation is being disrupted. In my team, this is some pictures of my team, some pictures of folks that we work with. We've been trying to carve out time to just intentionally learn and upskill because things are moving super, super fast. And there are moments of frustration, disappointment, really hilarious failures with models. But there's also moments of like these really magical experiences. And I see some heads nodding in the room of both like the hilarious failures and frustrations, as well as like having a taste of what's to come and what the future of development will be, because things are moving so fast. And I do think it's powerful to see what someone with no experience, what they can whip up and prototype and build and productionize. And I think as we look to the future developers are going to be architects and be thinking about design and shaping models. And really, I think it will be some blending of maybe traditional engineering, but also just a deeper understanding of user intent and data and hopefully ethics as well. In Chrome and web ecosystem.org, a thing to know, to take away is just we are super committed to continuing to invest in an open, interoperable web. Over the past year, my team, some of whom are here and going to present, as well as just engage, are working super, super hard to advance the open and core platform of the web. Wanted to share just a couple highlights. First, WebAssembly. It's all about bringing desktop class power to the browser. And our teams just removed two pretty fundamental building blocks. First, we're solving a long-standing communication problem. The web is asynchronous, loves to multitask. And many high-performance applications are synchronous, so things need to happen, step by step. And we ship JavaScript promise integration, which acts as this high-speed translator between these two worlds, gives us really critical performance gains. We're seeing this in Google Meet, as well as many other applications. Second, we tore down one memory wall. I think for years, WebAssembly applications had a 4 gig ceiling, and that made it difficult to run really large data-intensive software. And so we shipped Memory 64, which provides full 64-bit support and removes that limit. And those two advances, I think, are helping to deliver on the web's promise of really running applications on any device anywhere. WebGPU has been another big area of investment. We are exposing features that turbocharge model inference on the GPU. And this has been a many year effort. We continue to invest. WebGPU now supports narrower numeric types that match deployed AI models. We added support for SIMD level operations that exploit the GPU's lower level native operations. And then also, we're prototyping with the latest SIMD level block matrix operations to just get the most out of those tensor cores. And all of this together, I think, is contributing to some really promising experiments that show a 95% match of peak level native performance, because performance is so critical. And then I'm not going to talk too much about this because I know we've got talks and content on it, but we've been working hard to deliver built-in AI APIs. We launched Gemini Nano in Chrome and have rolled out 7 built-in APIs that developers are giving lots of great feedback on. Maybe one way they're doing it is via our built-in AI challenge. So last year, 2024, this was the first year we ran this. We had almost 9,000 developers take part and learned so much from everybody. And we're having it return this year. It's actually during open sign up. Cool, I see some people nodding. So maybe you've already signed up. If not, take a picture. You can still sign up. I think we've got another 2 weeks. And join us in building the future of web AI. It really is around how do we democratize AI to ensure that new capabilities are more accessible and efficient, with the goal of making AI available on any device, in any browser, anywhere. I thought I'd share just a little bit about Chrome and where I sort of see the future of browsers as a product and AI going. I think the browser has evolved so much since when I first used one, and frankly, since when I first started working on one a little over a decade ago. It's not just an app that renders scripts. It is a high-performance, high-capable, secure platform capable of running really sophisticated apps. And I think we're going to see that trend continue from window to the web that renders pixels to a partner platform for productivity. And when I talk to enterprise customers, one of the things they say is really the browser has become the new endpoint. Some say it's the security endpoint if I'm talking to a security team. Some are talking about productivity endpoint or AI endpoint if I'm talking to IT teams who really see, at least on desktop, so much of people's time, work spent in the browser. And so it really is OS on top of OS. And I think that we see the consumer experience radically evolving with AI and assistance built into the browser. And then, of course, for developers, this shift in strong interest for on-device AI and hybrid solutions for faster, more cost-effective, privacy-preserving options and experiences. And for me, it's like uncomfortably exciting to see how fast things are really moving from idea in the morning to prototype in the afternoon to product next week. And if I were to offer 3 predictions of where I see things going, I think first, we're going to see a more proactive web. And I think the web of tomorrow, it's not just going to react to user queries, it's going to understand user intent. It's not just going to render content, but really be able to anticipate needs, proactively suggest relevant content, and be capable of performing tasks on your behalf. And this is where so much buzz about agentic computing. And it's both early, but again, things are moving super fast. And I do expect that users are going to want your browser to go beyond just helping you get things done to actually helping do some things on your behalf. Like there's a lot of digital laundry and mundane routine things that people have to do that they will want to offload. And for me, I think of what are the services and new protocols and APIs and products necessary to realize that vision. And I don't have all the answers. I imagine there's answers and ideas in this room, but those are some of the things I think about for building a more proactive web. Second, I think that the web and browser, it's going to deliver more personalized dynamic experience. We're experimenting with a lot of things related to generative AI right now, and I think it's going to enable us to build dynamic user interfaces that will be generated and actually adapt to what is best suited for the individual. And that is based on real time, based on personal needs, personal preferences. I'm excited about this because I think it really helps us deliver a more accessible and personal and just a better experience for every single individual. You can imagine an e-commerce site that could dynamically generate, a page that's really based on your browsing context, what you want, showing you styles or products that's really tailored to your specific interests. I'm a security person. I have a lot of experience in privacy too. It's really hard to deliver on this, but I do think that we will figure out the right balance of user delight and also make sure that people can really trust these experiences. And then third, I think we are already in this space and are going to continue on this trajectory of new forms of human AI collaboration. And I mentioned a little bit about agentic computing. We recently integrated Gemini in Chrome as a browsing assistant. We have agentic capabilities and trusted testers. And I do think people will offload some things to agents, software to do on your behalf that are just very manual and require lots of copying and pasting and tab switching and can be automated. And again, tons of hard problems to solve. We're working hard on them: performance, quality, security, privacy, so much. But I think that to realize this vision, I'm confident we will be able to, having a browser go beyond just navigation to automation is going to be a piece of that, and that'll just be one piece of it. I think we'll see new forms of collaboration between humans and agents or machines, and a lot of that is going to happen in the web and in the browser, which is exciting. Maybe just to wrap, I'll say to enable this, I have no doubt that client-side and web AI are going to play a really pivotal role in bringing this to life at scale in a responsible way. It's never been more exciting to me to work on the web, on client-side, on browsers, and I think you're going to see that, if you don't already believe it, from a lot of the talks today. Forge new connections, enjoy the coffee breaks, the hallway. We have an amazing actual agenda, and the hallway track is always one of my favorites, so please participate there. And I guess I would just say I really look forward to working together with this community to bring the benefits of AI to the web. And thank you, and enjoy the event.